What is going on, YouTube friends, my Patreon friends? How we all doing in the BEL team? Today we're doing a product review for the Neewer 100-watt LED video light. Neewer was so kind to send this light to me. This is a 100-watt LED video light, 5600K Bowens mount continuous lighting kit with stand, softbox remote, everything you need to get started. And let me tell you, this thing, I'm not trying to sound like I'm blowing smoke. Y'all know how I'll be honest. I'll be authentic with y'all. This thing has saved so much time off my editing, and I'm about to show you why. So we're gonna go through an unboxing of the product, and I'm gonna show you what that looks like. I'm gonna set it up and actually give you a look at what the product looks like. We're gonna go through some pros, as well as a couple cons that I managed to conjure up. There wasn't too many, so I just kind of put them together. And a conclusion, I'll give you my perspective on what I've thought since I've been using the light for the last week or so. Shout out to Neewer for giving me the opportunity and sending me this light. It's been a blast so far. I'm really excited to do this product review, my first product review, my friends. Let's get into it. So the unboxing was pretty cool. The box came really quick. It showed up within the first couple of weeks after submitting my order. The box was nice and weighty. I was excited. It felt like it was gonna be a nice solid product. In the box comes a softbox, a stand, the LED studio light itself, and an additional small head for the light, a remote that runs off an internal 2.4G Wi-Fi connection, and the stand, if I didn't talk about that already. So starting with the stand, this is a tripod with double braced legs and spring-loaded posts, which I thought was a great touch. I don't have any lighting stands in my arsenal. I don't have any mic stands in my arsenal that have any spring-loaded bottoms, and I think it's fantastic. I can't tell you how many times I've undone the components to hold the upright parts, and it just drops, and you hear the filament rattle around or the microphone capsule rattle around, and this is gonna alleviate all that for you. So that's great. That was a great touch. The stand has a regular size adapter on it too, so you can multi-purpose the stand if you need to. It'll attach to any video light, any camera clip that you may have. It's the standard size as well. The light will fit on any other lighting stand that you do have if you want to get a boom or any other tripod that you use. I've been using the stand for a full week in my reactions. I've had it fully extended on all the components and it hasn't moved, it hasn't dropped, nothing's let loose, nothing's moved from the original position I set it in, other than the couple times that I've moved it. So far it's been great. I use the big softbox and this thing is tough. Let me tell you, don't be afraid to pull the arms and get them into their locked positions, because that thing is not gonna break on you. It's great, it's great. The light comes with a 10-foot power cord, which is super handy for me as I have a small studio space. I believe it's 10 by 12. And this is the only light that I'm using right now. I got rid of my other two lights. They're in storage now. So I have it where I film my reactions and I can move it over to where I do recording. And the 10-foot cord helps me move that without too much issue. At first, I thought the light would be a bit big for my space and I thought it would be too bright, but with the remote, you can dial in the brightness exactly how you want it. I have mine at 15% for my reactions, and I've had it up to 100% for some of my recordings that I've been doing for practice and for doing this video. And at whatever setting I want, it's been fantastic. It doesn't wash me out. It's not too much. My camera doesn't have a hard time focusing with all the extra lights like I have on for this video, just to show you how well the focus and everything is working with the one light source on me and multiple light sources behind me. So the pros of the light, the actual footprint is not that big. Although it is a fair sized light, it does not take up very much room. And since I have it at the full extent of the stand, it's up in a corner and it's kind of out of my way. The set temperature makes it easy to set and forget, color grading and white balance for my camera. I'll show you an example where the temperature is too cold, and then when I set the light, it just snaps exactly to what I want it to be, and it looks nice and natural, as if the sun is lighting me up. Coincidentally, I've been sitting in front of this light for almost 2 hours now, and I normally start getting a little squirrely, and this one hasn't made me anxious, it hasn't bothered my eyes, it hasn't given me a headache or anything, so that is just like a personal check in my personal boxes. I had to pick a couple cons for this just to make the comparison fair, and I really had a hard time with this because I was concerned about the size at first, but I find that it's not too bad, so I could see the size of it being bothersome for some. The set temperature, like I say, for me, it helps my workflow because I can just set it and forget it. I don't have to play with it. And with my example of all the lights and how you can see it and hear it right now, it doesn't matter if it's bright out or dark outside. It doesn't seem to interact with the camera too much because the light source is strong enough. But I could see if you wanted to have some more creative touches, or if you wanted to have a few different options in temperature, I could see that being a sticking point. But like I said, the light is advertised at being 5600K, and I appreciate it. It's one less thing I have to think about. So that's what I think. That's my conclusion of this light. Go check them out. Neewer, I got the links in the description box. My friends, we'll see you again soon.